for you to prepare GSTR-2A and 2B every month. But are you aware of the basic difference between both the forms? If not, then this video is for you. Hello everyone, I am Pramida Kaur from Webtel. We are aware that preparing lots of compliance under GST is a hassle, and since every type of form contains similar information with multiple fields. In this video, I am going to tell you about GSTR-2A and 2B and the easy way to reconcile the form. So stay tuned, and before starting this video, I request you to subscribe to our YouTube channel Webtel Electrosoft to get regular compliance updates. Let's start with the basic concept and the difference. For this, I am taking on my screen. Now in the GST scenario, GSTR-2A, 2B need to be prepared. All the SSC who are registered as a regular dealer, after filing GSTR-1 detail, they need to prepare the GSTR-2A, 2B. Now why we are preparing GSTR-2A, 2B? It is why to calculate what is your actual ITC is, that is input tax credit, so that accordingly your tax liability can be adjusted. To understand GSTR-2A, 2B, let's first understand what is GSTR-2A is. Now taking an example that Raj as a seller and Arjun as the buyer. Now Raj had made the sale of the goods to the Arjun, and Raj has maintained the sale record. And this sale detail, that is outward supply detail, will be uploaded in the GST1 and sent it to the government portal. Now Arjun as a buyer had maintained its account book, and in that account book he had make the information of the Raj that he has purchased so and so, and with the other dealer also, if he had made the purchasing, information has been recorded. Now this detail of maintained by the Arjun, and on one side and on another side the detail that is uploaded by the Raj and other dealer will be reflected in its on a single page. That is, on one side he has a purchase detail and other is the GST information. So the reconciliation will be prepared, and in this way he can Arjun will get the electronic credit ledger, that is ITC on the purchase will be credited now, and now he can adjust the output tax liability. But in 2B, the Raj had sold the goods, and the same way he has uploaded that information of the output supply on the portal, and Arjun has maintained the purchase record, and this detail will be reflected in the 2B. Now 2B will clearly show that how much ITC is he now eligible to consider. Whether this ITC he is eligible or not will be reflected in the GSTR-2B. 2B, as we have seen, provides eligible and ineligible ITC for each month similar to the 2A, but remain constant or unchanged for a period. Now if 2B has been made available for August 2020 onward until January 21, it could be generated by the receptant taxpayer once a month on the 12th of the month next to the tax period. For instance, 2B for the August 2020 can be accessed on 12th September, that is 2020. From January 21 onward, taxpayer can generate the 2B on or after the 12th of every month for a tax period. So this duration has been for up till 14th of every month. They can prepare the GSTR-2B. For instance, 2B for October 21 can be accessed on 14th November 2021. Now what is the similarity and dissimilarity between 2A, 2B? Now as we know, 2B as an opposed to the GSTR-2 remain constant for a period. 2A keeps on changing as a supplier files their GSTR-1, but 2B when generated for a period will not change. So first of all, what is the purpose of the statement? For preparing GSTR-2B, auto-generated statement provide input tax credit data on the recipient of a given supplier. It also includes the changes implemented later. But in GSTR-2B, the auto-drafted statement provided input tax credit detail to the recipient of the given supplier. It is based on the supplier data given during every data period. Now what is the nature of the statement? The GSTR-2A is dynamic in nature and GSTR-2B is static in the nature. That we have already explained in my previous statement also. Now preparation of the period, the both need to be prepared monthly reconciliation. Now, what information is service is available when we prepare GSTR-2A, 2B? In GSTR-2A, GSTR-1, GSTR-5, that is your non-resident taxable person, GSTR-6, that is input tax credit, and GSTR-7, that is your tax deductor. GSTR-8 is there. Now, in the 2B, only the GSTR-1, that is invoice furnished, are available. GSTR-5, that is non-resident taxpayer, and GSTR-6, that is input tax credit, is only available. ITC claim advisory. Now, in GSTR-2A does not include information of the information on the action needed to be taken by the registered buyer, but in 2B, the action is mandatory, like whether the ITC is eligible or it is ineligible or reversal. Taxpayer must take action according to his preparation for the GSTR-3B. Now, when does the ITC entries get transferred from the sources? When we file GSTR-1, when we are submitting GSTR-6, that is input tax credit, and when we have filed GSTR-7 and 8. In the case of GSTR-2B, all these three return, that is GSTR-1, that GSTR-5 and GSTR-6, need to be filed accordingly. Now, what is the cutoff date? When is the you can view the statement of a given tax period? In the case of GSTR-2A, there is no such applicability, but 2B needed to be generated before the 14th of every month. Now, what is the benefit of 2A, 2B? When we prepare the 2B, we know it is not getting changed. There is a segregation of the ITC. Now, everybody will able to know how much ITC they are having. Accordingly, they can make the adjustment and the changes. While preparing the GSTR-2B, all the information of the import and special economic zone information invoices detail can be viewed. All the detail as per the supplier, whatever he has uploaded, our with whom we have purchased the goods, whether that per candidate is uploading the information on the portal or not through GSTR-1. Now, how to prepare the GSTR-2A, 2B reconciliation in our software? Now, Webtel is provided with a very advanced feature. On a single page, they can get both the information. On one side is the purchase data, and on other side is the GST data. So, any user, according to its need and requirement, can change the mode of the reconciliation, whether he can prepare in a GSTR-2B only, or he can have on a GSTR-2A, 2B on a same page. Data carry forward means all the accounts data, whatever is, if he want to new user, he can carry forward all that information, accounts data, in the single page. Now, return period in the invoices is also mentioned. When the invoices was uploaded by the counterparty, that information we have available in that detail, and ITC will be calculated on 100% as per the government's now. So, two mode of reconciliation is that but the government has applied that from February 2022, 2B is mandatory. But still, we are providing both the mode of the reconciliation, that is according to the GSTR-2A, 2B they can prepare, and according to the GSTR-2B only. For the preparation of the reconciliation, first of all, we make the basic changes in the setting, like what they want to consider. They want to prepare according to the GSTR-2A, 2B, or only the 2B, or whether they wanted prepare the reconciliation according to the item wise or invoice value wise, how much round off they needed, auto intelligence they want to applicable or not. So various mode of integration reconciliation page will be, and accordingly they can claim it in GSTR in the 3B. What calculation we have shown in the GSTR-2A, 2 reconciliation will reflect that same as in the GSTR-3B. Now, purchase data has been maintained, and we have imported all the purchase detail in the software, and this detail will reflect in this section, that is inward supply purchase data. All type of purchase, whether it is a nil exempted, RCM, debit, credit note, all the detailed information will reflect in this section in the purchase. Before moving on to the preparing the reconciliation of GSTR-2A, 2B, we will move to the setting option. where I can make the basic necessary changes to make our reconciliation more easier and convenient. So rounding off facility is there. Then we have auto intelligence for matching GSTR-2A to B, so that a minor changes in both the invoices, the software would accept as those both the entries of the account side and GST side and prepare the reconciliation. If any minor changes or difference in both the invoices are there, then if we don't apply the auto intelligence, then it will show in the difference that both the invoices I have are not matching with each other. Even in the case of invoice number also, we can apply the auto intelligence. For example, in the account side, we have maintained the invoice number 002, and from the portal we are receiving only the 2 invoice number. So in that case, it will show us as a mismatched data. But if we have already applied this auto intelligence, then it will show us in the matched data. The reconciliation can be prepared in the two way, that is according to the taxable value or according to the invoice value, whichever the user wanted to have, whether he want to ignore the taxable value or whether he want to ignore the invoice value. Then from January 2022, all the auto acceptance removal when data exists in 2A but not in 2B can be also sorted. Data carry forward from which financial year and from which month he want to carry forward for preparing GSTR-2A 2B reconciliation. Then we have a nil exempted data. If we want to see nil or exempted wanted data, then he has to click on the yes, else no is there. Then if the user want to see the pending invoices or the notes in the annual 2A 2B, then he can click on yes and no. Then next is your purchase invoice number, and data is to be blank for nil exempted and non-GST supplies also. Now we have over here 2 mode of reconciliation. From February 2022, the government has made the mandatory to prepare the GSTR-2B reconciliation. That is, you want to see whether this ITC is calculated in 2A 2B reconciliation is eligible or not eligible. But we have provided this both the mode, that is GSTR-2A 2B mode and 2B mode. So right now I'm going to show you in the 2B mode only. I need to save the data. Now once the data has been saved, now I will move to the computation again for the monthly reconciliation preparation. I will click on the accounts versus GSTR-2A 2B, that is 2B only we are preparing. Now in the 3 section, this reconciliation is being prepared, that is get invoice and the debit credit note accordingly, or get through input service distributor data only, or for the import of the goods. So right now I'm preparing the reconciliation according to the invoices and debit credit note. So they can get the data through API service or direct method, whichever method they wanted. So I'm getting my 2B data. You can see the large amount of data or invoices can be downloaded in the software in a very quickly and in a very short duration. So we have color wise filtration is there. Black is for all the record, green is for match data, red is for the mismatched data, existing accounts data but not existing 2B data, existing 2B data but not existing account side data, match with the round off and auto intelligence, and match of the place of supply. So we can see that all the green color data means match data. If I select on this, all the match data will be appear in this section. In the red color means both the invoices have a different, you can see very clearly that invoice value is not matching, so that is why it is in the mismatched data. Now all the information that is exist in the account side is reflecting over here, and from the portal we didn't get this information, so in this case there's no action can be taken. Exist in 2B data, that means portal is giving us the information but we don't have maintained this record in our accounts book. Then all the information that has been matched through the auto intelligence, which we have done in the setting also. So this all the data is coming in this color, and you can see all the invoices information is there. Then mismatch place of supply. If in case in account side we have maintained a separate place of supply, but from the portal we are receiving different place of supply, so in that case also we can get a different data. So various filter is also available in which we can sorted the data according to the invoices or through debit credit note. The data in 2B for the month of the August, as I am preparing for the month of August, is 8th August 2022, and 2B not in August month, that is not exist in 2B. So if I want to see only the ITC eligible yes and no, I can sort accordingly also. Even through the RCM sort data filtration is also available. So what information we will receive from the portal side? Let's have a quick view of it. First we can see place of supply, invoice number, date, value, taxable value, then taxes, that is IGST, CGST, SGST, cess. RCM is there, return period is mentioned, then status is there, whether the data is match or mismatch. Filing date is also mentioned, whether from the portal side we are eligible to take the ITC benefit, yes and no is there, and reason for why the data is not matching is also mentioned in this part. And in that, by the side, we can take the action accordingly, that is accept, reject is there. So accordingly the action can also be taken for this all this return preparation. Then we have some more tabs, that is the summary. If I want to see the whole party detail on a total clubbing those value, in the summary report we can view this detail accordingly. So if I click on it, you can see here quickly all the summary detail is that for this particular party total how much value is shown in my account side and how much total from the portal I am receiving and how much difference in both the data is available. Now after this summary report we have videos available for your convenience. We even export to Excel option is there. Then view complete transaction. Once all the action has been taken on this side, then we have to save the data. Only then it will reflect in the view complete transaction on which I have taken all the action, so it is reflecting over here. If in case I have to roll back this action to the nil, then I need to click it on it and I can roll back the action also accordingly. So over here once action is taken, so all the entries will reflect in this part. Then say if I want to re-import the data, I can re-import also. So after this I will close this part. Now this all the action I have taken, when I double click on it, all the values will be shown in this part, that how much value I have accepted, how much is for the reclaim, that will reflect me now in the month of next month. Then reverse charges is there or not, on how much I haven't taken the action, the total number of the current month invoices moved to the next month value is there. So credit not taken not yet for the previous month, how much action I have rejected, how much ineligible ITC, how much is falling under the ineligible section 17.5 is there or other is there. Then deferred under the section of the 16.2B and 2C is available. All this detail with the action explanation is given over in this window. Once the action has been taken, then we have to move on to the generate 3B. Now I will click on the 3B, and whatever action has been taken, accordingly the 3B will also prepared. So in the case of how much ITC is there and offsetting the liability, we can view this in this window of the 3B. So you can see all other from the registered person valuation is there, and accordingly the 3B has been calculated and ready to file in simple 3-step, that is save data, offset liability, last review and file of the GSTR 3B. Once the monthly reconciliation has been done, now it is time to view the other type of reconciliation that is provided in the software. The first one is in the annual 2A reconciliation. To prepare this annual reconciliation, we can get according to the duration from which month till which month. For example, right now I want to prepare the reconciliation till November month. So whether I want it in a detailed way or in a summary way. So if I click on the details, so I will get all the data and status. I just need to take all these issues. So right now November month B2B data is pending and credit note, debit note is pending. Rest I have been already uploaded. So I can skip and continue right now. I will skip this data and I will continue. So now in the same color differentiation is available for preparing the reconciliation. Various search option is there, like for the party GST, I can search it with the party name or invoice number. Next, various filter is also available, whether it is invoice, debit, credit note, RCM, other than RCM, amendment entries, stock transfer is there. And even data can be sorted in a very through invoice number, debit, credit, not existent to be, not existent to be. Eligibility of ITC is also there. The color filtration, in this color filtration there is two more option is added, that is not filed by the counterparty. In case if the vendor has uploaded only the data not filed, so that data will be also appear over here. And next is what data exists in 2A but not in 2B can also be viewed. Moreover, from here directly the user can send the mail to its vendor regarding the mismatching of the data, so that in case any data is mismatched, so directly the user can mail it to its counterparty, which the user can rectify or amendment in the invoices. So once this annual reconciliation is prepared, there are other mode of reconciliation, that is according to the import of the goods. If anybody want to prepare this reconciliation of the 2A and even import of the special economic zone reconciliation can also be prepared. Moreover, we have the reconciliation on the PAN basis. For example, if in case the PAN number is not correct, for example state code is different, instead of Delhi the counterparty has mentioned the Maharashtrian state code, but PAN number is same. So in that case also we can get the data and we can prepare the reconciliation, so that if anybody has mentioned the wrong GSTN, like he has mentioned the wrong state code but PAN number is correct, so with the help of the PAN number we can get the data from the GSTN and we can also prepare the reconciliation report over here. So you can see that such a huge data within a second without wasting much of the time we can get it very easily. Even we can also check the mail status that we have shared with the regarding the mismatch of the data entries to the vendors party. So we can check whether the mail they have successfully delivered or not. This other option is also available. So this is how 2A 2B reconciliation in the web GST software make it more easier and convenient to use. I hope you have understood about 2A and 2B. In case multiple and new data, it is better to take the help of technology available. Share this video with your friends and colleagues. If you found this video helpful, then visit the link mentioned in the description below and let us know in the comment section also. You can comment if you have any doubts. Give a thumbs up and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Next Tuesday, we will coming up with another interesting video to make compliance better for you. Till then, stay safe and stay tuned with us for better compliance channel.